Hello everyone, welcome to our show. This is Manchesteros Podcast, a weekly podcast series by Manchesteros.com. Today you are listening podcast episode number 18. In this week's episode, we're going to discuss about a lot of things. We're going to talk about our recent game reviews, we're going to talk about some club updates, we're going to talk about our league standings and other things. And then we're going to talk about our next match schedules. So let's get moving on. So the first thing we're going to talk about today is our two previous games that we played last week. These games are Manchester United 2, Watford 0 in the Premier League and Saint Etienne 0, Manchester United 3 in the Europa League. So this is a pretty good week for us, for all Manchester United fans out there, because we won both of our games at Old Trafford. And the most beautiful part is that we haven't conceded a goal and scored 5. This time I wanna give you a fact that in 2017 Manchester United have conceded only 2 goals, and this is pretty amazing. So against Watford, Manchester United produced a fantastic attacking performance. In this game, Juan Mata and Anthony Martial deserved their goals after being involved in so many Reds' best forays into the Hornets half, of course. But what I think is that we should have scored at least 5 or 6 times against Watford, because I think Zlatan Ibrahimovic missed an easy goal, then Pogba missed another beautiful chance, and Henrik Mkhitaryan also missed a beautiful chance. So credit goes to Julio Gomez because he played a magnificent game for Watford, denying many of our chances. But overall, it was a pretty good performance, and Mourinho's men were pretty good in their defensive heart. Now moving on to the next game in the Europa League, where we have played Saint Etienne and won the game with a 3-0 margin. In this game, the Red Devils took a huge step towards the Europa League's round of 16 because the man and the legend Zlatan Ibrahimovic scored his first hat-trick for the club in a 3-0 win over Saint Etienne. The number 9 claimed the first goal when he scored a low free kick which is deflected on the 15 minutes before tucking home for a close range and adding a late penalty to seed the treble, taking his tally to 23 goals in all competition, which is 35 games in total. Just magnificent. So this performance gives Jose Mourinho's men a firm cushion heading to the round of 32 second leg, which will be played in next Wednesday at Saint Etienne's home. Before the game, Saint Etienne's manager Christophe has praised Manchester United as the biggest club in the world. Later, he also revealed that he sees similarities between Manchester United top scorer Zlatan Ibrahimovic and his friend, former Manchester United king Eric Cantona. It is a feeling I personally share too, because the way Zlatan moves around in the game is pretty similar to Eric Cantona. So all I hope is that Eric gave us 4 Premier League trophies. I want Zlatan to give us 1. So again, overall, it is a pretty good performance. Here also we should have scored a lot of goals. Pogba missed a crazy header. It was almost going into the net but hit the bar. Pogba this season is pretty unlucky because I don't know how many times he hit the bar. Seeing this is pretty lame, but I am rooting for the future where every Pogba shot will end up in the net. Now moving on to the club updates, where Eric Bailly has thanked Jose Mourinho for life at Man United because of his smooth integration into life in Manchester. He also expressed his surprise at how quickly he forced his way into the United first team. There are some other club updates. Usain Bolt, the famous sprinter, has joked that he could be as good as Manchester United captain Wayne Rooney as he looks forward in the future. The undisputed sprint king of the past decade once again proved unstoppable at the Olympic Games when he claimed 3 goals in Rio 2016 Olympic. The Jamaican will retire from athletics this year and has long spoken for his desire to explore the career in football. With Manchester United, the club he supports, top of his wish list. Here let me give you a reminder that Usain Bolt did a training week with Bundesliga giant Borussia Dortmund last year, where he got his first taste of professional football, and I personally think that it will give a huge boost to the fastest man alive if he really ever try professional football. Just think, Usain Bolt running down the opposition defenders with his super speed for Manchester United. It could serve as the pathway to greatness for him in another sporting domain. It will be wonderful. Another interesting news was when David De Gea met his favorite band, which is Avenged Sevenfold. Personally speaking, I am pretty disappointed. But he is one of the calmest and most unflappable customer in the game. And when the Manchester United keeper met his favorite band, Avenged Sevenfold, recently, he was struck by a mixture of excitement and nerves. So Avenged Sevenfold, this so-called American heavy metal group, promoting their new album The Stage, and they will perform a concert in the Manchester Arena. Now what I will say that I can forgive David De Gea because he is a young boy, but I cannot forgive to promote bands like Avenged Sevenfold. And what can I say? Recently in the past, Manchester United have started to promote many, movies. As a Manchester United fan, I personally do not like this because Manchester United is not a medium to promote others' movies. Despite the fact that I love all the movies, they promoted Assassin's Creed, they promoted like X-Men, they promoted the new Independence Day movie. Oh, that is a correction. I do not like the new Independence Day movie because it sucks. But hey, ManchesterUnited.com also promoted my favorite movie ever in the Marvel Universe, which is Deadpool. Oh man, I simply love Deadpool. Now it's time to discuss our next game, which was against Blackburn. It will be an away game at Eastwood Park, and it is a FA Cup draw. I guess for this game, Mourinho will rotate the squad again, and it is a FA Cup game, but it is a huge important game because we have to win this game because we are the defender in this tournament. But I am pretty sure that Mourinho will rotate the squad. There are some team news that Michael Carrick and Wayne Rooney are back and they are fit now. Other thing is that Henrik Mkhitaryan, who missed last game, is available, and I guess he will be in the starting lineup for this Blackburn tie. So that's all for this week. Next week we will return with another new episode. Till then, please visit our site Manchesteros.com, check our Facebook page, and have a look at our YouTube channel where we have uploaded all of our podcast episodes. And please do not forget liking and commenting this video. Especially write us your opinions about our podcast. You can also get this podcast and some other news updates in our website Manchesteros.com, which is a cross-cultural community site. So check us out and be a good Red Devil and shout glory glory Man United. Have a great week. Bye bye.